Your move, your move.
What's up guys, it's Invoked here and welcome to another amazing video on the channel. So for today, we've been cooking. We have the updated Invoked deck profile that a lot of you people have been asking for. Here it is. You ask and I provide. If you are new around here or you've seen my beautiful face before or this killer beard, make sure that you do smash that like button, leave a comment down below and subscribe as we are on the way to 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. So enough talk, let's proceed to normal summon Alistair. Starting off with the deck profile, triple of the best normal summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! No, scratch that, the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alistair, the Invoker in QCR, baby. He finally got upgraded from Secret Rare. We got the QCRs, we're looking to max out the deck. You know the grind never stops. There are some cards still missing, but we're getting pretty close now, and I'm pretty happy to add beautiful QCR Alistairs. So what does Alistair do? If you have never had the privilege of using this card, I'll explain to you what he does. On normal summon, or even if he's flipped face up, add one invocation from your deck to your hand. Now you may think, that's it? Yep, that's all he needs to do, because you can do that every single turn, because not only is invocation a fusion spell, it recycles Alistair back to your hand. He also has a quick effect. You can send this card from the hand to the graveyard to target a fusion monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack and defense until the end of this turn. Being a quick effect, being that it modifies attack, you can use that in a damage step and get cheeky kills on opponents. So 3 of the boy, 3 of the magical meltdown. Yes, I know. It's not QCR. It will be soon. Promise you that. What does meltdown do? Well, simple. On activation, add one Alistair the Invoker from your deck to your hand. If that wasn't crazy enough, it has one of the most powerful effects in Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is the activation of your cards and effects that include an effect that fusion summons a fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated when a monster is fusion summoned this way. What does that mean? It means stuff like Solemn Judgment, or things that would negate the activation of invocation, cannot be used. And stuff that activates on fusion summon, stuff like Invoked Agoides to pop, cannot be responded to by the opponent. So insane. We really love Magical Meltdown. 1 invocation, because that's all you need. You never really want to see this in your hand. If you see it in your hand, hope to God you have Alistair. If not, it's just a normal poly. And of course the 1 terraforming, because that helps fish out your Magical Meltdown. So Meltdown acts as copies 4, 5, 6 of Alistair. Terraforming acts as the 7th copy of Alistair. 7 copies of Alistair is more than enough in this deck. You can see him fairly consistently. You can also draw cards in this deck as well, so keep that in mind. So that is it for engine number 1. As you know, I like playing Invoked as a bit of a pile. So let's go on to engine number 2. We're sticking with the spellcaster theme, but we got triple of the DFL Star, the Black Witch. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard. This is cool because 1 Diabell Star Magical Meltdown is like 3, well, it's 2 Omni Negates and like 4 disruptions. It's absolutely insane what this combo can achieve. It is incredible. If this card is normal or special, you can set a Sinful Spoil spell trap directly from your deck. During your opponent's turn, if this card is sent from the owner's hand or field to the grave, send 1 card from your hand or field to the grave, and if you do special summon this card, this works. For example, if you Mechaba pitch this to negate and banish something, you can actually trigger the Abelstar, send Mechaba, summon it, and then you can get another set, which is pretty nice and nice synergy that the deck has. A way to search the witch, triple wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. It's a quick play spell that adds the Abelstar from the deck or graveyard to the hand. Since it's quick play, you can do it during the draw phase and power through draw. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave, target 1 of your Sinful Spoil spells trap that is banished or in your grave, place it to the bottom of the deck, and draw 1 card. So you're always going to be, if you see Seeker and Black Witch resolves, you'll always get a draw on top as well, which mitigates the fact that you've had to send 1 from field or grave, from field or hand to the graveyard for Witch to summon her. We have 1 Deception of the Sinful Spoils, 1 The Hallowed Azamina, and 1 Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian. So why do we play 1 of each? Highly searchable, all of them, and we can recur them, all of them as well. So Deception is your main target with which you're going to be setting Deception. Then you activate Deception by attributing a monster from your hand or field. Add a Azamina card from your deck to your hand. You add the Hollowed Azamina. If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control an Azamina, you can make your opponent lose to 1,500 life, and if you do, you gain 1,500 life. During the end phase, if this card is sent to the graveyard, or is in the graveyard because it was sent there from the spell and trap zone, while face up, you can set it. So it's a really lovely card. This is mainly the target you're going to be putting to the bottom of the deck to draw a card, though. We also have the Hollowed Azamina. The Hollowed Azamina is also very nice because you get to reveal one Azamina fusion in your extra deck, and for every 4 levels it has, and you round down, you send a Sinful Spoils card from your hand or field to the grave. If face down, you reveal it, and then special summon the revealed monster, and it's treated as a fusion summon. What does this mean? It's a bit confusing to read. Basically, you can reveal level 6 Azamina fusions and send one Sinful Spoils card from your hand or field to the grave to basically use that as material for the fusion summon. If this card is in the graveyard, you can target a Azamina monster you control, or in the grave, shuffle it into the deck and add this card back to the hand, so you get 2 fusion summons with the 1 Hallowed Azamina. And to round it off, Sinful Spoils of Slumber, Morian. This is a really amazing add because you can add this with the Yugioh and then pitch it for the Hallowed Azamina for another fusion summon, and then when this is in the grave, you can, as long as you control an illusion, set it to the field, but it's banished when it leaves the field. What does it do? You target a face-up special summon monster in the field, and you change it to face-down defense. So it's basically a Book of Moon that you search from the deck, you use it as material to fusion, and then it resets itself. So it's a crazy card, and I play 1 for that exact reason. So that is it for engine number 2. Let's get on to engine number 3. We have triple Engraver. I know, Fiendsmith. However, Fiendsmith is kind of not that good anymore. So we can use this. This is still a rogue deck, guys. I consider this just a rogue deck. What does Fiendsmith Engraver do? Discard this card, add a Fiendsmith spell trap from your deck to your hand, target a Fiendsmith equip and 1 monster in the field, send them to the grave. If this card is in the grave, shuffle 1 other light fiend from the grave into the deck or extra deck, special summon this card. Broken in every single effect. So good. We play 3 Engraver. We play 1 Lacrima, the Crimson Tears, with the 1 Fiendsmith in Spirit, Fabled Lurie. Now, Lacrima is amazing because on summon it's going to basically be a Foolish Burial for any Fiendsmith card from your deck to the grave. Then during the opponent's turn on a quick effect, you can target a Fiendsmith Link in your grave and summon it while putting Lacrima back into the deck. Usually you summon the Link 1, which then immediately summons Lacrima again, and then you get an extra Foolish Burial. Fabled Lurie we play because he is a light fiend that triggers on discard, so he is the perfect add for your Fiendsmith Track. If this card is discarded to the grave, you special summon it. That's all it does. And that's basically what Fiendsmith Track does. Add a light fiend from your deck to hand, discard 1 card. So Engraver, grab Tracked, add Lurie, Lurie, summon itself. You got full Fiendsmith combo right there. We also have the 1 Fiendsmith in Paradise, which has a really bad field effect. You're never going to do that. The main reason you play this is because with Lacrima, send it to the grave, then you can banish it, send the Desiree and get an extra disruption during your opponent's turn, because when Desiree touches the grave, shuffle a light fiend and send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. So that's why I play the Fiendsmith in Paradise. And for engine number 4, we play a very small one here, the Bestial Lubellion, Bestial Magnamut, Bestial Boldrake, Bestial Druisworm. Small engine. I like playing it, to be honest with you. The main reason I play Lubellion at 1 now, because I don't play the regain card anymore. I had to cut all cards that weren't absolutely insane by themselves, so that is why I have been cutting down on the deck. I believe we're still on 45 cards. However, 1 Bestial Lubellion, search Magnamut, and now you can just normal Alistair and you immediately have a light, so you don't even need to go into any link plays. Helps you play around Nibiru if you want to end on a Mechaba and a Mui Rusielago, for example. You don't even need to play into Nib now, because if you use the Bestial Lubellion, get it into grave, add Magnamut or add whatever you want, normal Alistair, get Invocation, summon a Mechaba just like that. You don't even need to go into the Artemis. So I like Lubellion, just 1 copy. Magnamut's insane, the old DD Crows, I count these as hand traps as well. DD Crows for light and darks, on quick effects if opponent controls a monster. Magnamut searches from deck or grave. Baldrake acts as extra disruption by attributing a light or dark. And Druisworm, when sent to the grave, sends 1 monster opponent controls to the graveyard as well. Amazing. Hand trap time. Triple Ash, because Ash is really good against the Mulcharmies, which is a big problem at the moment for this deck, because you do need the extra deck to do basically anything. And it's also just good as a standalone hand trap. Triple Veiler, still on the Veiler grind. Non-once per turn effect negation on a light monster. Yes, please. I need that. Triple Droll. Card's insane. Just play Droll and make sure your opponent doesn't respect it, and then they get Drolled. Triple Imperm. Again, non-once per turn effect negation. And there should also be triple Fuwalos. I don't own triple Fuwalos, but you can easily add it in. I believe without Fuwalos, at 42 cards, I prefer the 45 card variant with triple Fuwalos. And then for the last two, we have one triple Tactics Talent and one Called by the Grave, just as extra hand trap mitigation and punishment if our opponent does try to do anything. Worst case scenario, they don't hand trap you, cool. You keep a spell in hand, you can now negate a spell with Mechaba. So that is it for the main. 42 shown, 45 in spirits, because we need those triple Fuwalos QCRs, but I'm working towards them, guys. If you guys want to help me in the fund, you can just watch this video. I'm not going to ask for donations. These videos are absolutely free for everybody. Just watch the videos, subscribe, and if you're feeling on it, you can leave a comment and I shall reply. So now let's move on into the extra deck. Moving on to the extra deck, and a very shiny one it is. Starting off with Fiend cards, we have Abu Aku, the Lightless Shadow. It is a Link 4 Fiend. To be honest with you, this card can be many things. I just tested out Abu Aku, and it's come up a couple times, but it's been pretty clutch, I'm not going to lie. Takes 2 monsters, including a Fiend, during the main phase on a quick effect. Discard 1 card, activate one of these effects, destroy 1 card on the field, or banish Abu Aku until the end phase and reborn a light or dark monster. Then, during your standby phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of different monster types in your graveyard and then shuffle cards into the bottom of the deck in order equal to the number of cards you drew. So it's like a mulligan, which is super nice as well. If you're like down to 2-3 cards, you go to Lightless Shadow, draw 2-3, put 2 or 3 back, and there you go. You've got 3 brand new cards in your hand, just like that. So we have 1 Fiendsmith Gum Day. This really helps for OTKs. That's the reason we play it. And also, if we want to go second, and we can't OTK, you can always go Desiree and sequence into a Gum Day. Desiree effect to shuffle and send, and then a Gum Day can reborn Desiree, and then if it goes to the grave, you get an extra send that way. So I just really like it. Of course, we have the sequence, just mentioned it. 2 monsters, including a light, during the main. Fusion summon a Fusion Fiend monster. And it can equip itself from the grave to give targeting protection, which comes up a ton into stuff like Ryzel, because you don't even want to make the DDD guy, the High Wave King Caesar, because they can just X negate it, whereas with Desiree, they can't target it, so they have to play into it. We have 1 Moon of the Closed Heaven, just because 2 generic effect monsters turn into full Fiendsmith combo. 1 SP Little Knight, because SP Little Knight is still an amazing card. Even if you make it during your turn just to dodge targeted negation, you can. We have the 1 Fiendsmith Requiem, takes 1 Light Fiend, tributes, specials a Fiendsmith monster from your hand or deck, and then you can target a non-Light Fiend monster you control, equip this card from the field or grave, and it gains 600 attack. The reason you do that is so you can just spam out a cheeky Necro-equipped Princess. 1 Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden. Normal Alistair, add Invocation, link into Artemis, activate Invocation, banish Alistair and Artemis, and then you got a Mechaba. Invocation effect, put Alistair back in hand, and you've now established a monster negation and banish just by playing Artemis. If you don't play Artemis, Alistair is super underwhelming, because Alistair itself doesn't equal a light monster. You need a light in order to be able to make Mechaba. Thankfully, Invocation can use monsters from either graveyard, but going first, you don't want to depend on your opponent having a light. You can just make Artemis and go from there. 1 Fiendsmith Desiree. This card's cracked. I love this card. Engraver and 2 Light Fiends. On a quick effect, negate the effects of a number of face-up cards in the field equal to the total link rating of monsters equipped to this card. Also, if this card is sent to the graveyard, shuffle 1 Light Fiend monster from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck and target a card in the field, send it to the grave, which is another reason why it's so good with the Fiendsmith trap card. The boy, Invoked Mechaba, soon to be QCR. He is, obviously he's the boy, but he's underwhelming now. If you can trade, with him, that's the whole point of the Invoked engine, because it can always just normal summon again. If they waste an Imperm, if they waste something negating this card, in my opinion, this card did its job, because they've basically had to use a resource to deal with this, and then next turn, you can normal Alistair and do it again. So, nice. But if your opponent doesn't have any immediate negation to it, a negate and banish by pitching 1 card from your hand isn't the end of the world, and is pretty clutch sometimes. 1 Invoked Targoides, Alistair and a fusion monster, special summoned. If this card itself, excuse me, is special summoned, or a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, target one monster opponent controls and destroy it, then you can banish a fusion from your grave. This card gains attack equal to the banished monster's attack. So this can get freaking huge. We have one Azamina Muiroselago. We never make it. It takes an illusion and a light spellcaster, but we never make it like that. We just summon it with the hollowed Azamina. Monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each Azamina. And then on fusion, you can add an Azamina or Sinful Spoils card from your deck to your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, add a Sinful Spoils spell from your deck to your hand. So it's really nice. You mainly make this, search for the trap, link this away, or if you want to play around Bestials, Hallowed Azamina, put this back into the extra deck and then use Hallowed Azamina to send the trap. Summon Azamina Ilia Silva and then reset the trap. Ilia Silva is a card that just got an OTS printing, so I'm super hyped about that. I need to pick it up. I'm rocking a super. But it is your Omni Negate with Azamina. If a card or effect is activated, you contribute this card, negate that effect. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add a Sinful Spoils trap from your deck to your hand. Any battle damage your Azamina monsters inflict to your opponent is doubled. So if you can get a Muiroselago and a Ilia Silva, that is 200 points off game. Just like that, if you get clean into the opponent. We had one Necroquip Princess. Hype, this is getting a Starlight Rare. Although I'm in Europe, so Battles of Legend was delayed. However, I'm sure Starlight Necroquip is going to be an absolutely beautiful card, and it only has a common right now. And you play Necroquip Princess because in order to make it, you got to contact fuse a fiend with a equipped card. And that's super easy to do in Fiendsmith, and it just gives you a level 6 body, and then Engraver can summon itself to have 2 level 6s. Also, if you are in a pickle and you really need to draw cards, if a monster is sent to the graveyard to activate a card or effect, what you can do is you can activate Alistair, pitch itself, give this 1,000, and then this effect will activate, draw 1 card. So you can always get a draw and a pinch if you really need it like that. We have the DDD Wave High King Caesar, 2 level 6 fiends. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, quick effect, detach 1 material from this card, negate the activation, destroy the card. And that isn't once per turn, you can do that twice, which is why this card's insane. And we have the 1 Chaos Angel, just because 1 Alistair, 1 Engraver is a full-powered Chaos Angel, or Engraver and Lacrima, Bestial and Alistair. There's so many different ways of comboing into Chaos Angel. I've been playing Chaos Angel and Invoked for years, just because no one ever expects the Synchro Summon of Alistair. Like, what can't the boy do? Link summons, Fusion summons, Synchro summons with this. Jesus Christ, he's so good. But yeah, Chaos Angel is still a big problem for decks that don't have immediate spell and trap removal. It's a big body at 3,500 attack that, if made properly, cannot be destroyed by battle and is unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent. So a big problem is what Chaos Angel is. So that is the end of this Invoked deck profile. Let me know what you guys thought. I know you guys love Invoked. You should be seeing this as the last video of July. So let me know what you guys have thought about the videos in this month. I am expecting a massive Yu-Gi-Oh package at the time of recording. So when that comes, I will record a video. You'll see what deck profiles are upcoming on the channel for the next couple of months. But Invoked, you know, will always be there. Anyway, Konami, give us support, and I'll catch you all in the next video.
It's time to